Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to Trent Bridge Live and to Day 3 coverage of this LV Insurance County Championship fixture between Nottinghamshire and Lancashire. Lancashire will start the day on 98 for 1, currently leading by 63 runs. They're in their second innings, and that is after Notts posted 249 in their first innings. Now, today is a very important day here at Trent Bridge, but it's also an important day for the United Kingdom and the wider Commonwealth, but more on that very, very shortly. But let's just remind you of all the action from Day 2 with the Day 2 highlights.
Bowls and carved away over Croft and down to the unprotected third man area for 4 runs. 125 for 5 as Mullaney clips us in the air and Anderson takes a simple catch at mid-on. Mullaney, as ever, looking to increase the tempo, and he's picked out Jimmy Anderson at mid-on.
Final ball for Bailey into to Hutton, and that's edged and caught by Bell. And Hutton goes for 7.
Seam bowling quartet. This is nice from Hamid. Opens his shoulders and drives Balderson down to the fence for 4. 149 for 7.
Lovely
nice
shot.
Looking shot. In fact, one of the strokes of the morning by Ollie Stone, straight down the ground for 4. Balderson in again, and he's given, caught behind. Ollie Stone stands there, and
De Grandon to Broad, nicely eased away through the offside. Bohannon will chase after it, and it's gone for 4.
More expensive than that. Again, Broad backs, well, he would look to back away and then found the ball was following him, so he just levers it away onto the leg side for 4 more. Mead looking for this century's hit on the pad here. They're asking umpire. Rob Bailey gives it, and Mead goes for 97 against his former county. Round the wicket again to Broad, who's carved this away on the offside. There's protection out there on that short side. Couldn't resist taking on the short ball and perished. There is Stuart Broad, and they're claiming it, and they've got it. Up goes the finger. Another catch for the keeper, and Notts won't get that batting bonus point. Stuart Broad out for 26. You have to feel that's it's a little bit of a waste, a little bit of a throwaway.
Hutton balls to Wells. That's hammered away for 4. Really, it was a powerful strike by Luke Wells. Glorious looking shot through the covers for 4 runs.
Bowled exclusively from the Radcliffe Road end in the first innings. Here he comes from the Pavilion end. Bowles worked away. It's going to be another boundary. This time to Balderson.
Sporting pitch.
Luke Fletcher to Luke Wells, and claiming the wicket here, and Wells walks. Fletcher's got it. Punch of the air from the big man. Joe Clark with the catch, and Lancashire are 15 for 1.
Clip off the pads down towards fine leg for Balderson. Won't improve the mood of the bowler, or indeed Ben Duckett, I suspect.
Bowls all down the leg side, 4 runs. Just strayed 2-leggy, tickled away, 4 runs.
Broad around the wicket and driven for 4 by Balderson.
This Stone, lovely looking shot from Balderson for 4.
I thought he got Bohannon in the previous over, and Bohannon's on strike again. That's run down to third man for 4 runs.
You take everything that, that comes your way.
This is just onto the leg stump of Bohannon. It's not a great ball from Broad, and it's clipped down to fine leg. You'd have heard the thud as it hits the advertising boards down below us.
Here is Lyndon James from the Pavilion end. Bowls, and another edge, streaky edge. Past those 2 slips, down to third man for 4. Just wondering what the over rate will be as Lyndon James is in now, and this is driven down the ground, and it's beaten the dive of Broad and will go for 4. Lovely looking shot from Balderson, who gets a pat on the back from Josh Bohannon.
Okay, so they were the highlights from day 2. Now, just behind you, you might see that the players are making their way out onto the field. That's with the coaching staff as well. Both teams and the umpires will make their way out onto the field very, very shortly, as we will mark, obviously, the coronation that is taking place today. So I will now hand you over to the in-match ground announcer, and we will mark the coronation of His Majesty, the King and the Queen Consort.
Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend the United Kingdom and the wider Commonwealth are taking part in the celebration of the coronation of His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen. Up and down the country, a host of events will bring the nation together to mark this historic milestone. These events will showcase the UK's cultural heritage and reflect the modern, diverse, multi-faith United Kingdom. All the players, staff, members and supporters here at Nottinghamshire County Cricket Club want to congratulate His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen. Long may they reign. To mark the coronation, for those who are able, please be upstanding for the national anthem. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, good morning, one and all. Happy Coronation Day, everybody. And welcome to Trent Bridge for day 3 of this LV Insurance County Championship Division 1 match between Nottinghamshire and Lancashire. You can just perhaps make out in the background the bell being rung, which is good news. We're going to get underway on time. Rain is forecast for this afternoon. There's no way of making that any more positive than it is. Rain forecast for this afternoon, but they are very hopeful that we will have play, certainly in this morning session, and hopefully if the showers pass away and there's not too much work for the ground staff to do, we can have a little bit of play later on as well. Just have to see how we can go. Lancashire 98 for 1 in their second innings. That's an overall lead of 63 over Notts, so we'll be just hoping that these overhead conditions are favourable this morning and they can make some early inroads and, as they did in the first innings, really drag Lancashire back from a position of strength and limit in the final innings. Lancashire, of course, conversely, will feel they're very much in the box seat here, and we'll be looking to lengthen this partnership between Balderson and Bohannon and try and take the game away from Notts. I'm Dave Bracegirdle from BBC Radio Nottingham. Scott Reed will be with me in just a moment from BBC Radio's Manchester and Lancashire. Welcome to everybody as well following us on the club's live stream. Floodlights are on. The umpires are actually on the field of play, but only just. They've just crossed the rope. There's still a little bit of work to do in the middle. There's some bits and pieces to be tidied up and cleared away by the ground staff. You have to say the overhead conditions aren't great, but clearly it does seem as if they are going to get underway, and Notts will be absolutely itching to win this first session. We have to say that it should be a day where we're making up overs. 104 overs is earmarked. Sessions should be 11 o'clock till 10 past 1, 1:50 until 4 o'clock, and 20 past 4 until 6:30. But as I said, very much expecting, like the rest of the country, to experience some interruption due to the weather. The wheelbarrow is eventually being pushed away off the square, and our umpires Martin Saggers and Rob Bailey now striding purposefully to the middle, ready for action, followed by Stephen Mullaney on his side. Good morning to our scorers as well, Roger Marshall and Chris Rimmer, to Ian Smith, who works the screens here at Trent Bridge, the two huge screens, the Batman board opposite us, and to our left at the Radcliffe Road end, the large screen, and hello to Paul Harrison as well, who looks after the players' comfort over there in the pavilion, has us on throughout the day. And to all of you, wherever you to Trent Bridge on the day of the coronation. That should be in full swing round about now. A lot of people saw the breakfast telly this morning. A lot of people in the capital, as you can expect. 11,500 police officers on duty. What a massive undertaking. Not quite as many inside Trent Bridge this morning, but a decent number have come along to get a little taste of the cricket. Let's just see somebody with the Union Jack away to our right. Need to get the binoculars to see if it's just a flag or a bag or a t-shirt or whatever. It's a t-shirt, gentlemen, in a t-shirt in the William Clark stand. Luke Fletcher's going to bowl the first over of the day, and it's absolutely great to think that we are going to get some cricket, bearing in mind the forecast for today that we were looking at yesterday, but I wasn't so sure. But the man to my right, Scott Reed, he was absolutely 100% convinced we'd get some cricket this morning, and you've been proved right. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, everybody.
Fletcher bowls the first ball outside the off stump, and it goes through to Joe Clark. A bit cloudy, a bit gloomy, ideal for the seamers, they say. I talked to the ground staff. Their radar, which you'd imagine is is probably the most accurate. Suggests we may just about get a full session in this morning, but expect rain this afternoon.
It wasn't raining on the walk up from the hotel. That was because my main concern. I thought it'd be drenched by the time I got here.
Fletcher. Oh, false start. Balderson backed away because I'm going to say presumably people are moving. Yeah, there's somebody moving about in front of the pavilion there. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Nottinghamshire's over 8, -2. Lancashire's over 8 as well is -2. So we'll keep abreast of that, because neither side will want the match to be totally washed away whilst they've found themselves in that sort of position. Down the leg side, they're appealing